Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited, I extend a very warm welcome to all of you. We are thrilled to have you join us today to commemorate the listing of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited on the Bombay Stock Exchange. Before we begin, may I request everyone to kindly stand in honor of the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Now to commence the proceedings, we have a truly momentous occasion here today, the listing ceremony of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited in the premises of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Launched in 1984, Monte Carlo Fashions is an exclusive woolen brand by Oswald Woolen Mills Limited. It is among the leading Indian apparel brands based on revenue and has been recognized as a super brand for woolen knitted apparel in each edition of Consumer Superbrands India since its first edition in 2004. Monte Carlo primarily caters to the premium and mid-premium branded apparel segment for men, women, and kids, offering a comprehensive line of woolen, cotton, and cotton-blended knitted and woven apparel and home furnishings through Monte Carlo exclusive brand outlets and through a network of national chain stores under the Monte Carlo brand. Monte Carlo Fashions Limited public issue opened on 3rd December and closed on 5th December 2014. Already an iconic brand, it is a significant moment, ladies and gentlemen, for Monte Carlo Fashions as the company is debuting today on the Bombay Stock Exchange. We have with us a glittering array of dignitaries from the Oswald Group and the company, all of whom are stalwarts in their respective fields. The book-running lead managers to the offer are SBI Capital Markets Limited, Axis Capital Limited, Edelweiss Financial Services Limited, and Religare Capital Markets Limited. It is my pleasure now to welcome them all. First of all, Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Chairman and Managing Director of Monte Carlo Fashions. We'd like to welcome you, sir, with a bouquet of flowers. Mr. Sandeep Jain, Monte Carlo's Executive Director. We welcome you, sir, with a bouquet of flowers. Mr. Dinesh Gogna, Director at Monte Carlo. A very warm welcome to you, sir. Mr. Parush Roy, also a director at Monte Carlo. Very warm welcome to you, sir. Mr. Advait Majumdar from Axis Capital Limited. A warm welcome to you this morning, sir. Mr. Gautam Trivedi from Religare Capital Markets Limited. A very warm welcome to you. And Mr. Nehal Vora, Chief Regulatory Officer at BSE Limited. A warm welcome to you, sir. To mark an auspicious beginning, I invite all our distinguished guests on the dais to kindly proceed down to light the traditional lamp. And if Mr. Vikas Khemani is with us, I'd like to request him to join us. I request all our distinguished guests to please proceed to light the traditional lamp. To begin with today's proceedings, I would like to invite the very distinguished Mr. Rajneesh Kumar from SBI Capital Markets Limited to make the opening remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rajneesh Kumar.
Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Mr. Sandeep Jain, Mr. Nehal Vora, distinguished gentlemen on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen. It has been indeed a great pleasure for us and all my fellow BRLMs to be associated with Monte Carlo Fashions Limited. And today, in this historic BSE hall, we are witnessing a historic opening for Monte Carlo Fashion today. A few minutes before, I was sharing with Mr. Oswal that coming from the north, I know the value of Monte Carlo, and we have grown up wearing Monte Carlo sweaters, jerseys, and it was always a fashion statement. And I am very sure that now when your company is being listed today on Bombay Stock Exchange, your brand value will go many times. Now it will be a brand which will be known nationally. And we are very, very thankful also to all the investors like Goldman Sachs, Aditya Birla, Samara Capital, Tata Mutual Fund, who have shown great faith in subscribing to the issue and given an endorsement of the business model of Monte Carlo. The listing of the company now gives it an excellent platform to grow the brand further, but it also brings the added responsibility of managing expectations from all stakeholders. It is our firm belief that the company will be able to meet the expectations of all the stakeholders, and I am very, very confident that Monte Carlo will live up to the faith reposed by the investor company and will grow more and more, and it will bring prosperity to all the investors, to itself, its employees, its promoters, and with great interest we would be keenly watching, because we were very keenly associated, and my team has also put in a lot of efforts, and I thank all the team members, all the investors, all of you who are present here today. Thank you very much, and wish you a great day.
I now invite the man of the moment, Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Chairman and Managing Director, Monte Carlo Fashions Limited, to share a few words with the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal.
Good morning, everybody, and warm welcome on behalf of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited. I thank everyone who has come to attend what is truly a momentous occasion for all of us in the NAR group, and particularly the Monte Carlo family. It is a wonderful feeling to list another group company on the stock exchange today. What makes this company special is that a strong brand established by us, loving over the years, will welcome new investors into the fold, launched in 1984 as an exclusive brand of, started by Oswald family. One of the group companies, Monte Carlo, is one of the leading Indian apparel brands. Based on revenue, has been recognized as a super brand for woolen knitted apparel in the edition of the Consumer Super Brands India since its edition in September 2004. The timing of public issue of Monte Carlo was because it is the first sizable and significant public issue after the new government headed by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi took over. Monte Carlo public issue attracted approximately around 4 lakh applications and was subscribed nearly 8 times. Retail investors started applying from day one, and the retail investor portion was subscribed nearly 7 times. Qualified institutional investor portion was subscribed around 14 times. As part of our anchor investors, we have some of the biggest names in the corporate such as Aditya Birla Group, Tata Mutual Fund, and Goldman Sachs. It is truly an overwhelming investor response and shows the strength of the brand. More importantly, the successful listing of Monte Carlo Fashions augurs well for India's ready-made garments and retailing sector. It is a classical example of a made-in-India brand that can have global recognition. It also augurs well for the indigenous industry in Punjab and Ludhiana. You know, few times back, people told me, why not you bring some brand from outside and start in India? I said, why not? I should make Monte Carlo as an international brand, you see. I reiterate that Monte Carlo is an established leading all-season Indian apparel brand with a nationwide sales and distribution network. In part of Nahar Group and other group companies provides it with a stable and reliable source of raw material and manufacturing capability. We are strong back-end with in-house designing and manufacturing, a long-term relationship with third-party manufacturers, and a diversified product range. On behalf of the entire group, I am very grateful to all my bankers, all the person who has closely worked with the Monte Carlo for this, to make this issue a very successful issue. MCFL growth is linked to that segment of which it operates, and it is a unique company that operates in woolen and cotton ready-made retailing segment in the cotton wear segments. Given the tropical climate in this region, it seeks to further expand product range in the cotton and cotton blended apparel segments and focus on the product of cotton and other mixed type of fabrics. Today is just a beginning and a new chapter in our story's growth story. We shall move this company and the brand from strength to strength and take it to the next level of growth. And the company will do our best for the investors who has imposed a full faith in the company. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I call upon Mr. Nehal Vora, Chief Regulatory Officer at the BSE Limited, to address the gathering. Mr. Nehal Vora.
So I wish you all a very good morning. On behalf of BSE, I would like to welcome all to the listing ceremony of the Monte Carlo Fashion Limited on the BSE platform at the International Convention Hall. On behalf of BSE, we would like to welcome Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Mr. Dinesh Kogra, Mr. Sandeep Jain, Mr. Roy, and all other distinguished people on the dais. We would also like to welcome the successful implementation of the IPO in a year when the IPO market was not expected to perform well. Most of you are aware, BSE is generally referred to as Asia's first stock exchange and now the fastest exchange in India. BSE was established in 1875 as a Native Share and Stockbrokers Association. This international convention hall has seen the development of Indian capital markets over past many decades, first as a trading ring for the brokers and then as a convention hall post the electronic platform implementation. BSE has offered an efficient capital raising platform to companies in India over many decades. Now really moving on to Monte Carlo Fashions, it was incorporated in 1984. It is the leading apparel brand in India, especially famous for its exclusive woolen brand, Monte Carlo. The company caters to the premium and mid-premium branded apparel segment for men, women, and kids, offering a comprehensive line of woolen, cotton, and cotton-blended knitted and woven apparel home furnishings through its exclusive brand outlets and multi-brand outlets. Really, as I was going through the history of the company, it has 196 brand outlets in India, out of which some of are franchises. It has also 2 international outlets, one in Dubai and other in Nepal. Monte Carlo Fashion operates 2 manufacturing facilities in Ludhiana, one for its woolen apparel products and one for cotton apparel products. The Monte Carlo Fashion Limited entered the primary market on 3rd December with an initial price band of 630 to 645. Its IPO was oversubscribed by almost 5.7 times, with the retail category oversubscription at 6.7 times, which is really truly a feat in a year when the IPO market was dry. The issue closed on 5th, and the issue price at 645 per share raised around 350 crores for the company. It has close to 83,000 retail investors, and the lead managers, be it in SBI Caps, Axis, Edelweiss, and Religare, I think deserve a huge round of applause for the successful IPO. Now, with the successful completion of the IPO, Monte Carlo Fashions Limited is now the newest member to the BSE family. BSE is the world's largest exchange in terms of listed companies in the world, which stands at 5,536. Its market capitalization of all listed companies on BSE recently crossed a staggering amount of 100 lakh crores, which is its first in the achievement in the country. The benchmark index of BSE Sensex is tracked by investors across the globe, and BSE's recent association and partnership, such as trading under the BRICS Smart tie-up with the Standard & Poor indices, etc., have only added to the popularity of the Sensex. In the past couple of years, BSE has launched a number of market-leading practices, such as the BSE derivative segment, the BSE small and medium enterprise, the institutional trading platform in the BSE small and medium enterprise, trading in the interest rate futures, the BSE mutual fund platform. All these have seen a lion's share in the market, and the BSE SME platform is something which I would really like to emphasize, has recently crossed a total market capitalization of 10,000 crores. As most of you are aware, India's first stock exchange has also become its fastest. Earlier this year, BSE has upgraded its trading platform to Bold Plus, a new platform which offers a response time of 200 microseconds, several times faster than our nearest competition. Traders can now put in around 6,000 orders in a single second, adding a completely new dimension to trading in the history of Indian stock markets. I would like to extend my best wishes to Monte Carlo Fashion Limited and its entire team on this momentous occasion, and wish them all the success in their future endeavors. Thank you.
Since we are approaching 10 a.m., we're going to begin with the presentation ceremony of the mementos and then resume with the speeches. So, to mark this proud occasion, I would like to invite Mr. Nehal Vora, Chief Regulatory Officer at BSE Limited, to present a memento to Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Chairman and Managing Director of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited. In a reciprocal gesture, I invite Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal, Chairman and Managing Director of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited, to present a memento to Mr. Nehal Vora, Chief Regulatory Officer of the BSE Limited. I would like to request Mr. Jawaharlal Oswal to also present mementos to the following people whose invaluable contributions have made this proud moment possible. Firstly, to Mr. Rajneesh Kumar from SBI Capitals Markets Limited. Mr. Advait Majumdar from Axis Capital Limited. Mr. Vikas Khemani from Edelweiss Financial Services Limited. Mr. Gautam Trivedi from Religare Capital Markets Limited. Mr. Haren Modi from the Registrar, Lincoln Time India Private Limited. A representative from the auditors to the issue, Walker Chandyok and Company Limited. A representative from the legal advisors to the issue, Amarchand Mangaldas. A representative from Crystal Printers, the printers to the issue. And a representative, Mr. Rajesh Chaturvedi, Chairman of Ad Factors. Thank you all. I would now like to request Mr. Vikas Khemani from Edelweiss Financial Services Limited to share a few words.
Good morning, friends. My heartiest congratulations to the entire management team on successful completion of the public issue, and also heartfelt thanks to all the parties involved, my colleagues, BRLMs, auditors, lawyers, printers, ad agencies, PR agencies, who have contributed significant amount of efforts over the last 1 year in making this issue successful. While I think for us this project comes to an end, but I think in the history of the company this is one more milestone and beginning of a new journey. And I am sure this journey would be a very rewardful journey for the company and for the investors who have shown faith by investing in this company, in this issue, and I think in the times to come. We remain very positive about the future of the company, given its business model, given the market it is present in, given the quality of the management. It's been a very, very exciting journey for us to have been associated with the management of this company, and I would like to again thank Paurush and the management of the company for giving us the opportunity to take this company public. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Now we're just a few minutes from the moment that we've all been waiting for, the listing of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited on the Bombay Stock Exchange. I request our esteemed guests to kindly move towards the gong in anticipation of the opening bell. And I request all of you to join me in the countdown when we get to 10 seconds to 10 a.m. We'll be resuming with the speeches after the opening bell. We're just a few seconds away now. Do join in when we get to 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations! Monte Carlo Fashions Limited is now officially listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange. I request all our esteemed guests to please resume their seats at the dais so we can then continue with the speeches. I would now like to call upon Mr. Advait Majumdar from Axis Capital Limited to share a few words.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, on behalf of all the BRLMs, convey heartiest congratulations to the management of Monte Carlo Fashions, the company which has come a long way over the years in creating a brand for itself, has evoked a tremendous response in the initial public offering, both from the institutional as well as retail investors. I'm sure the brand which the company has created for itself over the years in its products, a same brand will be created even in the financial markets. With this, I again convey my heartiest congratulations. Thank you very much.
I would now like to request Mr. Gautam Trivedi from Religare Capital Markets Limited to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are proud to be associated with a very stellar company. The company has a leadership in the winter wear segment and of course is gaining huge ground in the cotton wear segment as well. We had a conclave at Religare 3 years ago in the month of December in Noida, where we were all given out sweaters from the company, and we realized that these were all Monte Carlo sweaters. Little did we know that 3 years hence we would be doing the IPO of this great company. So I think the key really is for us to continue to maintain and support the company, market the company. The marketing hasn't really stopped, it continues, and we have to take the market capitalization of this company higher and higher. Thank you so much.
To conclude, I would like to invite Mr. Dinesh Gogna, Director of Monte Carlo Fashions Limited, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Dinesh Gogna.
Firstly, I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to the entire team who has been working very seriously for success of this Monte Carlo public issue. All BRLM, they have done their level best to get us the best valuation and as the company deserve. And my legal advisor, our auditors, our ad factors, advertisement agents, and registrar to the issues. They have all done a very great job to make this issue a success. And as my merchant banker informed me, that it is in last couple of years, it's the history, in the shortest time, the company has completed the public issue. And the brand and other things, this shows that has been recognized and accepted by the investors. And I'm with the proud say that 4 lakhs people invested in this company. And beside that, even the anchor investor book also was successfully completed and with a very good, valuable investors. So I thank on behalf of the company to everyone and look forward that whatever the confidence the investors have reposed in us, we will maintain that and we will give them from our side the results what they have expected or rather better than that. And I thank you once again on behalf of the company to everyone. Thanks.
Thank you all for joining us at this momentous listing ceremony. We'd like to request you all to stay for tea and snacks, and we wish you a very prosperous day ahead. And a heartiest congratulations to Monte Carlo.